NFL Daily Brief is here sharp, short, and to the point. Subscribe now and never miss a snap. The third week of the 2025 National Football League preseason allowed teams a final look at key position battles.
Teams must trim their rosters to 53 players by the 4 p.m. Eastern Time deadline on Tuesday.
In the Giants game, some bottom-of-the-roster spots appear to have been secured.
Cornerback Art Green likely solidified his place with strong tackling, recording 5 tackles in the first half.
Tommy DeVito impressed, completing 15 of his first 17 passes and throwing a touchdown on each of his first 3 drives.
However, he is still likely to be the odd man out in the quarterback room.
The Patriots game focused on the kicker competition between rookie Andy Borregales and Parker Romo.
Borregales missed a 49-yard field goal but later hit a 30-yarder and an extra point.
Romo did not have an opportunity to kick in the game.
The Steelers suffered a potentially significant loss when rookie Derek Harmon was carted off the field with a knee injury.
The injury is being evaluated, but it could mean the Steelers look for a veteran trade option or a cut-down day addition.
The Panthers' inactive list raises questions about several receivers, including Bryson Tremaine, Hunter Renfrow, and David Moore.
Jerry Jones stated that his offer to Micah Parsons would have made him the highest-paid non-quarterback in the National Football League in terms of guaranteed money.
Jones emphasized his appreciation for Parsons and claimed to have offered him more money than anyone else.
He attributed the lack of a finalized deal to Parsons' agent, David Mulligetta.
Jones blamed Mulligetta for the impasse, using strong language to express his frustration.
He confirmed that he and Parsons had agreed on the length of the contract, guaranteed money, and total money.
Jones highlighted his willingness to provide unprecedented guaranteed money for a defensive player.
He reiterated that he controls the finances, while Parsons focuses on playing.
Jones downplayed the role of the agent in the negotiation process.
He previously mentioned guaranteeing close to $200 million for Parsons.
This is significantly more than the current highest guarantee for a non-quarterback, held by Myles Garrett at $123.5 million.
Jones believes the deal is essentially done from the Cowboys' perspective, pending finalization of details by the agent.
He seems prepared to let Parsons play this season on his 5th-year option, costing $21.324 million, and potentially use franchise tags in the future.
Cleveland Browns rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders is expected to play in Saturday's preseason finale against the Los Angeles Rams.
Undrafted rookie wide receiver Isaiah Bond will also play on Saturday after practicing with the team this week.
Browns coach Kevin Stefanski confirmed that barring any setbacks, Sanders would see the field.
Starters, including newly named starting quarterback Joe Flacco, will play between 20 to 25 snaps.
Dillon Gabriel will be the backup quarterback, with Sanders playing third.
Sanders was previously held out of joint practices and the second preseason game due to an oblique strain.
He has since returned to team drills and stated that everything is good regarding his injury.
Sanders also downplayed the controversy surrounding comments made by Gabriel during an in-game interview.
Gabriel's comment about entertainers versus competitors was perceived by some as a reference to Sanders.
Sanders stated that he does not think about other people's comments and that Gabriel clarified his statement was not directed at him.
Gabriel later clarified that his entertainers comment referred to the media, not Sanders.
Sanders said that he spoke with Gabriel on the plane and Gabriel told him the comment was not about him.
Eagles wide receiver Johnny Wilson will have season-ending knee and ankle surgery.
This injury happened during Tuesday practice, reportedly during a Saquon Barkley run play.
Wilson was a 2024 6th-round pick from Florida State and was expected to make the 53-man roster.
He is 6'6" and weighs 228 pounds, offering the Eagles unique size at the wide receiver position.
The team values his blocking ability and his skill in contesting 50-50 balls.
The Philadelphia Inquirer first reported this news.
The Eagles have other receivers competing for roster spots, including Anais Smith and Darius Cooper.
They recently traded for John Mechie III from the Houston Texans.
In exchange, the Eagles sent tight end Harrison Bryant and a 5th-round draft pick in 2026 to Houston.
The Eagles also received a 2026 6th-round pick in the trade.
Last season, Wilson started 4 games and had 5 catches for 38 yards and 1 touchdown.
This injury is a setback for Wilson and the Eagles' receiving core.
Steelers' first-round draft pick Derek Harmon left Thursday's preseason game against the Carolina Panthers with a knee injury.
Harmon appeared to be injured while engaging with Panthers guard Brandon Walton.
Following the game, Steelers coach Mike Tomlin confirmed that Harmon has a sprained knee and is undergoing further evaluation.
Tomlin did not elaborate on the severity of the sprain when asked about potential ligament damage.
Harmon was visibly upset as he was carted off the field but later returned to the sideline.
The injury occurred as Harmon attempted to pressure Panthers quarterback Jack Plummer, resulting in an interception by James Pierre.
Drafted 21st overall, Harmon was expected to start on the defensive line.
He has received positive feedback throughout the offseason for his physicality and versatility.
Harmon had previously recorded his first preseason sack against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Steelers assistant general manager Andy Weidel praised Harmon's explosiveness, length, and handwork.
Weidel highlighted these attributes as key factors in the Steelers' decision to draft him.
The team is hopeful that the injury is not serious and will not significantly impact Harmon's rookie season.
Jackson Dart, the New York Giants rookie quarterback, concluded his first preseason with a solid performance and an injury scare.
After a 23-yard run, Dart fumbled and hit his head on the ground, requiring him to leave the field.
While he was being examined, backup quarterback Jameis Winston threw a 30-yard touchdown pass.
Giants coach Brian Daboll confirmed Dart had the wind knocked out of him and cleared concussion protocol but did not return to the game.
Dart expressed regret about the fumble but not about trying to make a play.
He believes he could have split the defenders and scored a touchdown.
Dart had an impressive preseason, completing 68.1% of his passes for 372 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He also added 52 rushing yards and another touchdown in 3 games.
Although Russell Wilson is the Giants' starting quarterback, Dart is viewed as the quarterback of the future.
Daboll expressed his satisfaction with Dart and the team is excited about his potential.
The Giants reshaped their quarterback group this offseason by drafting Dart and signing Wilson and Winston.
This puts Tommy DeVito, an undrafted rookie, in a precarious position as cut day approaches.
A joint practice between the Green Bay Packers and Seattle Seahawks was marked by numerous fights.
Packers right tackle Zach Tom was ejected after exchanging punches with Seahawks linebacker Ernest Jones IV and cornerback Devin Witherspoon.
Quarterback Jordan Love, recovering from thumb surgery, described it as one of the biggest fights he has seen in his career.
Tom explained the fight began when Jones entered the Packers' huddle after a previous altercation.
He felt the need to defend his teammates but acknowledged he could have better controlled his actions.
Several other skirmishes broke out between the two teams, including one where a Packers defender swung at Seahawks right guard Anthony Bradford.
Even after practice concluded, players from both teams continued arguing on the field.
Seahawks defensive tackle Leonard Williams expressed disapproval of the Packers players approaching their sideline after practice had ended.
Seahawks coach Mike McDonald acknowledged the fights but was not overly concerned, stating such incidents are common in joint practices.
He also commended his players for remaining composed despite the heated exchanges.
Love, still recovering from surgery, avoided the altercations, prioritizing his health.
Seahawks quarterback Sam Darnold jokingly claimed he would be in the middle of any fights, contrasting with Love's approach.
New England Patriots wide receiver Jalen Polk will undergo shoulder surgery that could impact his 2025 season.
This news was confirmed to ESPN by a source familiar with the situation.
Polk, a 2024 second-round pick, had a challenging rookie season with only 12 receptions for 87 yards.
The extent of the injury and potential return timeline will depend on the surgical findings.
The injury occurred during the Patriots' preseason opener against the Washington Commanders on August 8.
Polk was tackled after a short run and landed on his right shoulder, immediately leaving the game.
The Patriots drafted Polk 37th overall after trading down with the Los Angeles Chargers.
The Chargers selected receiver Ladd McConkey, who had a significantly more productive rookie season.
Last season, Polk appeared in 15 games, starting 7, under former coach Jared Mayo.
He totaled 45% of the offensive snaps before a shoulder injury landed him on injured reserve.
Polk was hoping for a better season under new coach Mike Vrabel and offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels.
However, he faced tough competition for a roster spot even before this recent injury.
Anthony Richardson Sr. will not start for the Indianapolis Colts on opening day.
He will also not play in the team's preseason finale against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Coach Shane Steichen stated that Richardson is too valuable as the primary backup quarterback.
Steichen does not want to risk injury in a game where core players will not participate.
The Colts named veteran Daniel Jones as their starting quarterback for the season.
Steichen believes Richardson will benefit from a background role, learning from a different perspective.
Richardson is 23 years old and has been primarily a starter throughout his career.
This is an opportunity for him to learn and grow by observing.
Steichen described Richardson as steady and professional since the decision was made.
Richardson affirmed his commitment to continue working and acknowledged he is one play away from starting.
The Colts will continue to develop Richardson through meetings and practice.
Steichen encouraged Richardson to maintain the same preparation process as if he were the starter.
The 2025 college football season kicks off soon, leading into the NFL season and allowing us to look ahead to the 2026 NFL Draft.
This mock draft utilizes ESPN's Football Power Index to project team picks, acknowledging potential changes over the next 8 months.
The Jaguars and Falcons currently lack first-round picks due to previous trades.
This mock draft includes 2 projected trades at the top of the order.
Arch Manning is projected as the first pick for the Browns, despite uncertainty about his declaration for the draft.
Manning possesses a strong build, accuracy, and mobility, making him an attractive quarterback prospect.
A projected trade has the Jets moving up to the second pick to select quarterback Lenoris Sellers from South Carolina.
Sellers is a powerful thrower with impressive escapability, drawing comparisons to Josh Allen.
Another projected trade puts the Saints in the third spot to take quarterback Cade Klubnik from Clemson.
Klubnik is a mechanically sound passer who could provide stability to the Saints' quarterback position.
The Giants are projected to select defensive tackle Peter Woods from Clemson with the fourth pick.
Woods is considered a disruptive force on the defensive line, offering positional versatility.
Safety Caleb Downs from Ohio State is projected to go 5th overall to the Titans.
Downs is a well-rounded prospect with strong skills in run defense and pass coverage.
Brock Purdy received a significant call from coach Kyle Shanahan during contract negotiations.
Shanahan, typically uninvolved in contract talks, felt it necessary to reassure Purdy of his position within the team.
This conversation eased Purdy's concerns and reaffirmed his commitment to the 49ers.
Purdy subsequently signed a 5-year, $265 million contract, a historic raise in National Football League history.
He spent the offseason focusing on improving his mobility and leadership skills.
Purdy also celebrated the birth of his daughter, Millie Jolene, with his wife, Jenna.
Now, Purdy faces the challenge of leading the 49ers back to the playoffs after a disappointing season.
He is now one of the highest-paid players in the league, with increased expectations to perform.
The contract negotiations were relatively smooth compared to other recent deals with the 49ers.
Purdy's camp focused on guaranteed money rather than breaking market value records.
They used Trevor Lawrence's contract as a benchmark during negotiations.
Purdy aimed for a balance between fair compensation and allowing the team financial flexibility.
Despite the pressure, Purdy remains focused on improving his game and leadership.
He has earned the respect of teammates and coaches with his consistent work ethic and communication.
The National Football League Enjoyment Index ranks teams based on watchability, not just overall performance.
Watchability considers factors like exciting plays, close games, star players, and innovative coaching strategies.
Teams with young quarterbacks or interesting coaching changes often have higher watchability.
The Washington Commanders were highly watchable last season due to close games and Jaden Daniels' exciting performance.
The Baltimore Ravens backfield, featuring Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, promises thrilling plays.
The Detroit Lions, led by Dan Campbell, prioritize exciting play over conservative strategies.
The Cincinnati Bengals offense, led by Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, is consistently entertaining.
The Philadelphia Eagles' tush-push, while controversial, adds a unique element of excitement.
The Atlanta Falcons experienced a roller coaster of exciting games last season.
Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense offer an entertaining experience.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, despite their struggles, are watchable due to Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter.
The Las Vegas Raiders' combination of Geno Smith and Brock Bowers provides exciting offensive plays.
Aaron Glenn, the New York Jets' new head coach, shared his experience with team turnarounds to inspire the team.
He presented a visual representation of his career, highlighting successes in Detroit and New Orleans.
Glenn also emphasized his time as a Jets cornerback, where the team went from struggling to reaching the AFC Championship game.
He aimed to instill hope in the Jets, who have held the league worst record since 2015.
Glenn emphasized the possibility of turning a losing team into a winning one.
Tight end Jeremy Ruckert found Glenn's presentation inspiring and hopeful.
Glenn implemented live tackling drills in training camp, a practice uncommon in the modern NFL.
He prioritized toughness, harkening back to the Jets' last playoff season in 2010 under Rex Ryan.
Several players noted the unfamiliarity of live tackling, with some not having experienced it since high school.
Defensive tackle Quinnen Williams praised Glenn, comparing him to Nick Saban and predicting his future greatness.
Glenn uses a whistle, a symbol of his connection to an older coaching style prioritizing discipline.
At 53, he is the oldest of the 5 first-time head coaches this season.
Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, former Iowa State wide receivers, have a unique bond.
As rookies with the Houston Texans, they recall using rock, paper, scissors to decide who would get the big play in college.
At Iowa State, they would sometimes use this method to determine who would run the deeper route.
The loser, however, was always happy to see their teammate succeed.
This close bond has continued into their professional careers.
Drafted just a round apart, they support each other through the challenges of being NFL rookies.
They consult each other on the playbook and sit together in meetings.
This shared experience is rare for NFL rookies.
The Texans are only the 12th team since 1967 to draft 2 wide receivers from the same college team.
Few such duos have achieved Pro Bowl success, with Chad Johnson and TJ Houshmandzadeh being a notable exception.
Higgins and Noel aim to contribute to the Texans and improve daily.
Their coach, DeMeco Ryans, notes their inseparable nature and constant work ethic.
They compete in practice and do extra work afterwards.
In a preseason game, Higgins made a highlight reel catch, inspiring Noel to strive for similar success.
Many National Football League teams face quarterback uncertainty, making this season crucial for several players in their futures.
While some teams have quarterbacks locked in with guaranteed contracts, others face significant decisions in the upcoming year.
12 teams, in particular, present intriguing quarterback scenarios for the 2026 season and beyond.
Kyler Murray in Arizona, for instance, has guaranteed money through 2026, but his performance will determine his future beyond that.
Bryce Young in Carolina faces a critical year to prove himself and earn a 5th-year option.
Cleveland has a chaotic quarterback situation with multiple contenders vying for the starting role.
The Colts face a dilemma with Anthony Richardson Sr. and newly acquired Daniel Jones competing for the starting position.
Geno Smith in Las Vegas has a prove-it year with the Raiders on a contract designed for flexibility.
Matthew Stafford in Los Angeles, at age 37, may be nearing the end of his career due to back issues.
The Saints have a quarterback competition between Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shaw, neither a first-round pick.
The New York Giants have Russell Wilson starting, but rookie Jackson Dart could take over at any time.
Justin Fields in New York with the Jets hopes to demonstrate consistency and earn a long-term spot.
Aaron Rodgers, at age 41, is likely in his final season with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Sam Darnold signed with Seattle, but his future beyond 2025 is uncertain due to contract structure.
Baker Mayfield, after leading Tampa Bay to division titles, seems secure with a new contract and team commitment. Seattle Seahawks wide receiver, DeKalin Metcalf, also known as DK Metcalf, will appear in the new thriller film, Asteroid.
The film also stars Haley Steinfeld, who is married to Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen.
Asteroid follows a group of strangers traveling to an asteroid seeking wealth.
The film, directed by Doug Liman, is set to release later this year on Google's Android XR platform.
It will premiere at the Venice Film Festival's immersive showcase next week in Italy.
This is not Metcalf's first acting role, as he has previously appeared in the film Secret Headquarters and the television series Bel-Air.
Metcalf was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers in March in exchange for a 2025 second-round pick.
He subsequently signed a 5-year, $150 million contract extension with the Steelers.
This move followed Metcalf's trade request from the Seattle Seahawks.
He had been about to enter the final year of his 3-year, $72 million extension signed in 2022.
During the 2024 regular season with the Seahawks, Metcalf recorded 66 receptions for 992 yards and 5 touchdowns.
His performance on the field continues to be impressive alongside his burgeoning acting career.
The National Football League offseason is a dynamic period where teams refine their rosters through trades.
The recent trade activity involving several teams highlights the strategic moves made to address weaknesses and optimize player personnel.
The Jets addressed their defensive line by acquiring Harrison Phillips from the Vikings.
Phillips is a veteran run-stopper who could start alongside Quinnen Williams.
The Saints acquired wide receiver Devon Vele from the Broncos to add height and experience to their receiving core.
Vele, at 6'5", brings a different dimension to the Saints' offense.
The Broncos gained valuable draft capital in return, capitalizing on their receiver depth.
This trade allows the Broncos to invest in other areas of their roster.
The Dolphins made a surprising move by acquiring tight end Darren Waller from the Giants.
Waller, who retired a year ago, provides the Dolphins with a much-needed receiving option.
The Steelers acquired cornerback Jalen Ramsey and tight end Jonnu Smith from the Dolphins in exchange for safety Minkah Fitzpatrick.
This blockbuster trade involved a significant reshuffling of defensive players.
The Dolphins improved their safety position while shedding Ramsey's significant contract.
Fitzpatrick brings Pro Bowl experience to the Dolphins' secondary.
The National Football League preseason is underway, with teams preparing for the 2025 season.
Roster adjustments continue, and we are tracking every trade before the season begins on September 4.
Recent moves include the Jets acquiring 2 defensive tackles.
The Saints acquired wide receiver Devon Vele from the Denver Broncos.
The San Francisco 49ers traded for wide receiver Sky Moore from the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Chiefs sent Moore to the 49ers due to injuries impacting their receiving core.
The Broncos traded Vele to his former team, the Saints, for draft picks.
The Jets strengthened their defensive line by trading for Harrison Phillips from the Minnesota Vikings.
The Jets also added defensive tackle Jovan Briggs from the Cleveland Browns.
The Jaguars acquired Colin Saunders from the Saints after a preseason game.
The Texans and Eagles swapped players and revised picks from a previous trade.
The Raiders traded Jacorian Bennett to the Eagles for Thomas Booker IV.
Jamar Chase is a strong first overall pick, coming off a historically productive season for the Bengals.
In 10-team leagues, the first pick also has a good chance of landing a solid running back in round 2.
Bijan Robinson and Saquon Barkley are excellent choices at pick number 2, offering the potential for a 3-down back.
The second pick could then target a running back like Jonathan Taylor in round 2.
Justin Jefferson is a record-setting receiver and a viable option at pick number 3.
Bucky Irving is an intriguing second-round running back prospect with potential upside.
Jahmyr Gibbs performed well at the end of last season and is a strong contender at pick 4.
Derrick Henry is a solid choice in the second round, although his age is a concern for some.
Saquon Barkley is still a valuable pick at number 5, despite his heavy workload last season.
Drake London is a good second-round option if other top receivers are off the board.
CeeDee Lamb is a strong pick at number 6, though this slot offers some flexibility for bolder choices.
Chase Brown is a potential second-round target, and other running backs might be available in round 3.
Liz Loza explains her rationale for ranking Raiders rookie Ashton Jeanty higher than Eagles running back Saquon Barkley in fantasy football drafts.
This draft guide from ESPN Fantasy offers resources for various fantasy football league formats, from casual redraft to deep dynasty.
The guide includes rankings, cheat sheets, player projections, mock drafts, and expert analysis.
It caters to both seasoned fantasy players and newcomers, aiming to help draft a winning team.
Resources like the Ultimate Cheat Sheet and Mike Clay's 2025 projections provide valuable data for draft preparation.
Rankings are available in various formats, including Staff Consensus, Superflex, IDP, and Dynasty.
Mock drafts for different league types offer insights into potential draft strategies.
Expert advice and analysis are provided, covering topics like best picks for each draft slot and potential sleepers.
The guide also addresses specific player rankings and tiers at each position.
It discusses players who are potentially overvalued or undervalued in drafts.
Strategic advice is offered for different league formats, including salary cap and IDP leagues.
Individual player analyses delve into specific players, such as Ashton Jeanty and Drake May.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.